Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go ahead and do sort of a get ready with me. I know, I do a lot of get ready with me's. But I really just feel like I'm not really doing a tutorial. So I feel weird calling it a tutorial. So I'm just going to call them get ready with me. And if I ever do have an actual tutorial, then I'll call it a tutorial. But anyway, so I am going to do a get ready with me today and use the NYX Smoky palette that I just got last week. I used it on Saturday for my daughter's birthday party, and I really loved the way my makeup turned out that day. So to go ahead and get started, I already have my foundation on, and I'm just going to start with some concealer and go from there. So today I'm going to use my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is in the shade Fair. And I really love this concealer. I mean, obviously it's almost gone. It's the only concealer that I've been using for probably the last at least 6 months. And I just recently got the Maybelline Fit Me concealer that's supposed to be a dupe for NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. And I use it occasionally, but it's really not, I haven't found that I really like it. So I'm still kind of testing that one out. But I'm just going to go ahead and make like upside down triangles under my eyes to add some brightness and conceal the dark circles. Down my nose a little bit to highlight. A little bit here on my forehead to highlight. Right in my Cupid's bow. And then on my chin. Again, these areas are just to highlight mainly. I don't have anything that I need to conceal right now, except for those dark circles. So, and then I'm just going to take my Real Techniques beauty sponge to blend that all out. And with this, you just want to pat on your skin. You don't want to drag it or sweep it, because then it'll move your foundation and concealer around, and we don't really want that. I do most of the time blend in my concealer with this sponge. Sometimes I use my finger, but I found that the sponge just gives me a more flawless application and just blends everything out a little more seamlessly. And make sure you get right there in your inner corner. I know with me sometimes, I have these, creases and things like that where sometimes the foundation or the concealer doesn't get into very well. So I have to just, help it out a little. My e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder today. And this is just a translucent powder. It does have little sparkles in it, but you can't really see them when they're on your skin. So I tap some out into the lid. And then I'm going to take my Real Techniques setting brush. Tap that in there. Tap off the excess. And again, just pat in the areas where I put that concealer. We don't want to drag or sweep, because we don't want to move the product. Using a setting powder like this will also help your under eye area, especially to not crease. I know, especially the older we get, we tend to have bags and circles and problems with creasing under our eyelids. or under our eyes. And setting it with powder just kind of helps it to not crease up on you. The next thing I'm going to do is just add some bronzer. I'm not really going to contour too much, just kind of warm up my whole face. I'm going to use my Revlon Bronze Glow brick. And I'm going to take my Real Techniques contour brush, just kind of swirl it in the whole thing, tap off the excess. Add some color there to the side of my face and up and around to my forehead. Okay, and then we're going to add just some, just a little under the chin and through the jawline, just to add a little bit more definition. And then I'm going to take my e.l.f. contour brush, just to contour down the sides of my nose a little bit with the lightest shade up on the top there, not the highlight, but the one right underneath it. This just makes the nose appear slimmer, not as wide. And then I'm also going to take that same brush and color and do under my lip, just to make my bottom lip look a little more pouty. Okay, and then today I'm going to go ahead and set all of my foundation and kind of blend out the contour and bronzer with my Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder in the shade Buff Beige. And I'm going to take my Up and Up from Target, just a powder brush, tap that in there, tap off the excess, and just swirl it around. This brush is super soft, guys. I love it. You want to take the powder down the neck again. Blend out that bronzer that we put under our chin and our jawline, and also just help the color from the foundation and everything all to blend. We want everything to blend. Okay. Now for blush today, I'm going to use my Milani Luminoso Baked Blush. It's a really pretty peachy color. And I'm going to take my e.l.f. complexion brush. It's a really big fluffy brush. Just going to tap that in there, tap off the excess. Smile, put this on the apple of my cheek and drag it back. For my highlight today, I'm going to use my Physicians Formula Translucent Pearl Mineral Glow thingy. And I'm just going to take my e.l.f. blush brush. Tap that in there, tap off the excess. Give us a really pretty healthy glow to our skin. We're done with all of the face products. Now I'm just going to do my brows real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and did my brows and now I'm back, obviously, right in front of me. I'm going to prime my lids with this e.l.f. eyelid primer. I'm just going to take my ring finger and pat it out, blend it in. And you want to take it all the way up to your brow bone. And I recommend putting just a tiny bit underneath on your lash line if you're going to put any shadow down there as part of your look. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this Revlon Wet Dry Eyeliner in Blackest Black to do my Okay, and we're back. I had to empty my SD card. And it's getting a little bit cloudy out, so if the lighting has changed, that's why. So now I'm going to do my Revlon Wet Dry Eyeliner in Blackest Black to do my tight line and waterline. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and just put a little bit of this on my lid just to make the colors a little bit more vibrant. And then just blend it out again with my ring finger. Okay, now we're going to go in with our NYX Smokey palette. It's this cute little palette right here. I got this at Target the other day. And it does have on the back a day look and a night look right there. I did not use those though, but that's kind of cool. All right, so the first shade that we are going to use is this shade right here, and put that in our crease and just above as a transition color. It's really pretty pigmented, which is really nice. And I do take this up pretty close to my eyebrow. I actually really love this color, even on its own, for like days that you're not doing a full face of makeup and, you know, glam eyes and all that. Okay, the next shade that we're going to use, I'm going to use this plum color first, just to deepen up like in the crease and on the outer V of the lid. Oh, and by the way, I'm using e.l.f. just blending brushes. I have several of them that I use on a pretty regular basis. I really like these brushes. So as you can see, I'm just working that plum color into my crease and the V, the outer V here, and bringing it a little bit in towards the center of the lid. I'm going to go back to that first transition color that we used and just put a little bit more here. Okay, now I'm going to take another of the e.l.f. blending brushes, and I'm going to use, if I don't drop it and break it, I'm going to use this navy color here and put that in the, just on the very corner of the V here to deepen that up. Then I'm going to go into my Naked 2 palette, and we're going to take the shade Half Baked. Right here, it's a really pretty gold. And I'm just going to take it on my finger. It's really pretty. And I'm going to put that right on the inner corner and blend it a little bit out towards the darker color. And don't worry if it looks kind of messy, we're going to blend it all out with a big fluffy blending brush. Okay. Now I'm going to take my big fluffy blending brush. This is also by e.l.f. It's a Flawless Concealer brush. It's got a big fluffy end here, but I always have used this for blending out my shadow. So you just want to take kind of circular windshield wiper motions. And blend all these colors together so there's no harsh lines. It all looks seamless. I really love the way this turned out. We're going to go back to our NYX Smoky palette and just take this white shade here for our inner corner and brow bone. And for that, for the inner corner, I'm going to take my contour brush. It's a really small little brush here by e.l.f. and just tap it in there, tap off the excess. And place it right on the inner corner just to brighten up that inner corner. That would be my neurotic boxer barking at the air. Okay, and then to put it on our brow bone, I'm going to use my eyeshadow C brush by e.l.f. And we're just going to run this right underneath our brow. Now I'm going to take my e.l.f. smudge brush and I'm going to dip it into that navy color of the NYX palette. And I'm going to run this along my lower lash line. And I'm also going to run it along my lash line on the upper lash. And then I'm going to take another e.l.f. smudge brush and go back into my Naked 2 into that gold color to add that on the lower lash line on the inner corner. You just want to sort of blend those two colors together. I'm going to take my beauty blender that's still a little bit damp just to get right here at the edge to clean up any shadow that went a little bit too far outside the lid. So the only thing we have left to do is mascara and lips, and today I'm going to use my Urban Decay Perversion mascara. This is the sample size that I got in, I don't know, Ipsy Glossy Box, one of those, I can't remember, a couple of months ago. So I'm going to curl my lashes first real quick. This is what the brush looks like. I really like this brush. It's the actual like brush with bristles, not like the rubber pointy kind. I'm going to go ahead and do a second coat, and sorry if I'm not talking while I'm applying mascara. It's like, you know, walking and chewing gum. Sometimes you can't do both at the same time, and I'd rather not poke my eyeball out. I don't think that's a good look. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my lips, and I forgot to grab what I want to use for my lips, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to use my Maybelline Born With It. This is part of the Color Sensational line. It's a really pretty, just a pinky nude color. Okay, my SD card, again, got full up pretty quick. I need to get a new one, a bigger one. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit more of my Maybelline Born With It lipstick on. And I'm going to top it with just a little bit of gloss. This is Gerard Cosmetics in Buttercream. I believe this is a Jaclyn Hill color. Okay, and there we have it. That's it. I'm not going to use a setting spray today because I'm doing another video where I am testing 2 different foundations. I have 2 different foundations on today. So I just want to see how it does without setting spray or anything like that. I don't have any primer on today. Anyway, so I hope you liked this video. If you did, thumbs up if you liked this video, and subscribe if you're not, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a, yeah. Please give me a thumbs up. Okay.